Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
And every Saturday and every Thursday, we gather with two groups of people to generate a piece of writing, and we do it in 10 minutes, and the entire gathering takes an hour. So what we would like to do today is share that experience with you.
So how do we do it? Nave and I choose a prompt to offer to the group. We put it up on the screen for 2 minutes, and we ask everybody on the call, including ourselves, to write down a list of words generated in your mind by that image. Whatever words pop into your mind, they don't have to have anything to do with the image. They don't have to have anything to do with one another. And just a list of words or short phrases, but not joined up writing yet, just a list. So
what we're going to do now is share that image with you, and we'll time you for 2 minutes so you don't have to worry about it. So when the image pops up, just start generating words or phrases, and we'll call you back in 2 minutes. So here you go. After we generate our personal list, we then go around the Zoom room and ask everybody to give one word or phrase to create a community list. So we all are working with our own individual list, our own words, plus words collected from everybody. So what we'd like to do now is to give you the list that we collected today on our call. So you will have our community list to work with along with your own list. So Allegra's going to read that now.
you can kind of think of it as the collective imagination. So here's our collective imagination for that prompt. Choked, bullseye, jealous, swallow me whole, hungry ghost, trendy, disgusting, scaredy cat, stairway to heaven, beautiful dreamer, devouring, reflected greed, Jack Nicholson in The Shining, mercurial, odd reflections, puffy paint, bloody silver, pirate dream, licorice eyes, what big teeth you have, jelly fang face, metal eyelashes, steel scream, I want it all, interesting, rage old sea, could I love you?
So now you have our community list and you also have your personal list. So what we're going to do now is move right into a 10-minute timed writing. And the way it works is very simple. You put both lists out in front of you, and you will be working with the words on your list and the words on the community list.
No particular order, no particular need to use all of them or even one of them. So use as many or as few as you like. If you already feel like you have a starting place in your mind, just go from there and you can ignore the list completely. Or you might like to let your eyes just sort of, float sort of, vaguely across the two lists until something catches your attention and it wants you to start there. And you might go off from there and not return to the list again, or you might keep coming back to both lists and taking any more inspiration or toys for your imagination to play with that you would like.
And what you will feel is a sense of improvisational energy when you do this. Here's something important to remember: it is improvisational energy. It's also a pairing of your imaginative mind with your rational mind. So you are doing brand new stuff that's just popping out, but you're working with your rational mind in accord so that the rational mind is helping you organize that improvisational urgency that's popping up, and it becomes an organized proposition, a dance between the imaginative mind and the rational mind, and that is your imaginative mind and your rational.
So 10 minutes starts now. you now have a new piece of writing that didn't exist 10 minutes ago. So congratulations. You may have ideas about it already. You may think, oh, I really like what I wrote, or I don't like what I wrote. I can't do this. I don't like my writing. Who knows? But what we're going to ask you to do now is what we do in our Zoom calls. We break out into Zoom rooms, and everybody reads what they wrote aloud to an appreciative audience. In our case, of 5 or 6 people. In your case, maybe there's somebody else there in the room with you, or maybe you are your own audience, and you are your most important audience. When you read your work aloud, which may be a whole new experience for you, you develop a different relationship with it. You become more forgiving and more tender, kind of like a parent with a child. And no child is perfect, and no raw material is as polished as it would be if you had edited it. It's not supposed to be. Just like a 3-year-old is not supposed to be able to do trigonometry. It's fine. So read your work aloud, get your parental love flowing. Appreciate the things that you like in what you wrote, and the things that you don't like. So what? You only wrote it in 10 minutes. So put us on pause now while you read what you wrote aloud.
We trust that you liked what you read aloud, and maybe you noticed when you were reading aloud, perhaps you noticed a few opportunities for revision. Maybe you even revised as you were reading. So you read the sentence, it didn't quite feel right. You maybe put a few words in the sentence. That's the revision that happens when you're reading aloud. It's a natural connection between your imagination and your voice and your rational mind. So you have 3 things at work: the imaginative mind, the rational mind, and then the voice, the delivery system that allows you to hear your own voice in ways that you wouldn't be able to connect with if you were reading it silently. So we hope you enjoyed that. We hope you connected with it. And if you did connect and would like to share your work and have us connect with you more, here's how you can do it.
So we have a platform called Circle, Imaginative Storm on Circle, where you can post what you wrote to this prompt. You can also access a huge archive of other prompts along with the group lists of those prompts. It's on Circle. This is the way you get to it. You go to imaginativestorm.com. You look at the navigation on the top. You click on Community. You scroll down, and very quickly you will see Imaginative Storm on Circle. You click that link, and there you are. So it will ask you to make an account. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to have a login and password. And then you'll see a section called Prompt of the Week. And the most recent week's prompt will be at the top. And approximately 160 or 170 other prompts will be sitting there in posts below it. So just open the prompt that you wrote to and click comment. It will, scroll down to the end. It'll say, what are your thoughts, or something like that. And you can just type what you wrote into that comment, and you can read what other people wrote and like and appreciate what pops for you in other people's writing. As we say, criticism is, it's just not relevant here. Critics aren't invited to this party. This is for appreciating the gifts that your imagination gives you when you let your rational mind step back from control for just 10 minutes.
And like Allegra said, critics aren't invited to the party. That said, we would like to invite you to join us on Saturday or on Thursday for our Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. It's always free. The door's always open. Bring a friend, come together, enjoy the community that we've been enjoying now for over 3 years. It's a terrific. We'd like to have you be part of that. And it's really easy to do. Again, go to Imaginative Storm, and at the very first thing you'll see at the top of the fold is how to join us on Saturday or on Thursday. So we welcome you. We'd love to have you. Please consider it.
And before we leave, I just want to credit the image. It's by an artist called Trevor Paglen, and it is the primary image for a show that he held at Pace Gallery in New York, which, if you know the art world, you will be impressed by that. I will speak the word that has an asterisk in it in the title of the show, which is "You've Just Been Fucked by PSYOPS."
There it is, my friends. Join us on the Imaginative Storm We really appreciate your time and your attention. Thank you so much.
Thank you.